Hey everyone, welcome back to Space Engineers. We're closing in with the home base again. I went out and got another shipload of mostly iron here. I've been getting quite a bit of iron because basically it requires a lot of steel plates to build most things. And I've got quite a bit of the base hollowed out here now. I've got the basic floor plan of the hangar laid out. I still have to do a lot of mining to clear out the area and get it ready to be built. And my braking is not very good, so let's start slowing down. That added weight thing, I forget about it. Like, the ship does not handle nearly as well when it's full of stuff. So, take it a little bit easy here, and let's start approaching upwards, too. But, yeah, so basically, I need to put some, like, marker lights on here so I know which way is which when I come in. But we'll get to that. Basically, I've been continuing to work in the hangar. I've got a nice docking system set up, and actually while we're out here in the sun I should probably just show that I have painted this ship a lovely construction utility ship, kind of yellow with a nice dark gray stripe going down the back, and yeah, kind of spruced it up a little bit. It's a complete ship now. I'm probably going to add some landing gear to it in a little bit, and some batteries definitely when we have the resources, so that I can use the thrust at full strength. It's definitely underpowered still, but usually, like, later in the game, I'm not even gonna. These kind of small utility craft don't even get their own reactors. The only reason this one did was because I don't have like a main. I didn't have a main ship to refuel it from. Now I have the base reactor where I can refuel it. So I probably won't strip the reactors out of this, just because it is like kind of nice to have one ship that can operate independently. It is really dark and hard to operate in here, but I'll give you a little tour here in a minute. But I want to get this thing docked and swing around. Should probably put a camera on this thing so I can back up better too. Not exactly the easiest operation right now, but make do with what we got. And careful, easy does it. And for some reason I kind of care about making it mostly level. I set up action groups here so I can actually just turn off all of the power to the ship. I should probably turn on, well, I'll leave the lights on. They're on the base reactor. It helps light it up a little bit more in here. So as you can see, I've laid out where the other 3 bays are going to go. I've started constructing kind of the layout of what these will look like. Got airtight doors started, and I got some flooring in on this one, because I'm actually going to use this one as the test one just to make sure that my ship will fit and all that stuff. Need to get a docking adapter in and stuff. I started working on, this is going to be the airlock into this hangar, so I laid that out. And I'm going to have to start mining in here and hollow this out. One of the things I would like to get started on pretty soon here, though, probably before we really work too much more on this base, is get a fighter together. I'd like to have a fighter so that I could go out and capture some of those ships that are out there. The only real issue with that is that if I capture the ships, I don't really have anywhere to bring them yet. So, I don't know. Like, this is all taking a very long time. In fact, I'm going to have to go, because for some reason, this thing has a real preference, the arc furnace, for nickel, and it's driving me crazy. I have to keep turning it off. Go into here. Where is my arc furnace? Arc furnace. Move all this nickel somewhere else, just temporarily, so it's out of the way. We'll just shove it over there. Fill the thing back up with a bunch of iron. Is there more iron? Yeah, there's a lot of iron. And get steel plates, because I'm just building. I'm using steel plates as quick as I can build them, pretty much here with this stuff, because everything's steel in here. And I think it's going to kind of be a priority actually to get this doorway, this airlock completed, so that I can start working on a main hallway, and that means we can go upstairs. I've been thinking about how I want to lay out the base, and I think I want to put cargo, and well, I'll probably put it on this side, I guess, when I think about it, because I gotta think about it. But at any rate, I'm gonna put cargo and stuff up here. I'll probably have a hallway with a window overlooking the hangar area. The roof here is going to be a little bit higher than it currently is, probably more like up at this level, like because I want the main area to have a little bit higher with things so that we can actually look out over it. And then we'll have these 6 bays. Some of these will probably be able to like put 2 ships in. I could probably put 2 ships in every one of them actually if I look at this, because yeah, I probably could. But I kind of want to have some structural looking members and all that stuff. So I think what I'm going to do today is start working on this area, then the airlock, and get this hollowed out enough that we can actually start thinking about where we're going to put. I'll probably put stairs in, because stairs are just a little more civilized than those little passageways. Although the passageways like feel more like an elevator, but they don't work like an elevator. Unfortunately, there's no elevators yet. A big lag spike because it's the first time I've opened this up while I'm working today. What kind of door do I want to put in? I think I want to put in Darth whoever's door. Where's Darth? And we'll do the offset one. And I'm just doing this as placement. I'm not going to bother actually constructing the whole thing yet. I need steel plates. That's odd. Wouldn't have thought steel plates for that. So what I'll probably do is, like I said, I'm going to start placing this stuff. I think I'll probably cut the camera away, because I'm going to have to just be in here mining the heck out of stuff. And I'm just using the right-click mouse because I don't want any of this stone, and I'm just trying to clear it out well enough that I can actually access what I want. Why does that door look weird? Is it up? No, it's not. It looks like the door is upside down. Huh. I wonder if this thing works right now. That's really strange, because all the mods should be automatically updating, unless there's a DirectX 10 version. Huh. I like that door a lot. I'm going to have to look into why that's happening. Let's look at a different door, I guess, for now. What do we got? We got small blocks, interior stuff. I don't know that I have all that many other doors, actually. Huh. Well, I guess what we'll do is we'll just place it and see if it works. I actually do want to build this door here now, just to see if it actually functions correctly. So we need 4 interior plates, 10 construction components, a bunch of grids, which I don't have any grids. I'm not sure if I even have the stuff to build grids. Let's go here. Need production grids. Can you build it? Yes, you can. It's like Bob the Builder. So what did I say I needed? 10 of these. I think I needed like 2 interior things. That's what always happens. Like this is why I don't record me building usually, because I never remember everything I need. I just end up going back and forth like an idiot. So I actually needed 4 of those, 4 metal grids, 4 steel tubes, small steel tubes, and I'll need other stuff too. Yeah, I just constantly forget. It's really painful actually for me too. So that's why I usually don't record it. But I feel like I'm gonna have to make some. I don't remember how many of these needed, so I'm just gonna make 4. I feel like we're making some pretty good progress in getting stuff online. I know I need some of this glass, so we'll just take some of that. Display, I know it needs a couple displays. I don't know, we'll just take 10 displays. 10 displays is probably fine. 10 computers. What was the other thing I needed? I have my plates. I have that. I don't know. Motors, I'm sure it needs some motors, which I don't actually have, so we'll have to make some of those. And I didn't grab the steel tubes, but it just needs motors, 10 more construction components in those tubes. But I guess nickel isn't going to be a problem for building motors for a while. I have a ludicrous amount of nickel now. Grab that stuff and 10 more construction components. So yeah, I really am thinking about trying to get out there and capture some ships. That mining hauler is taunting me right now because I always like having the free resources. Basically, is what it comes down to. It's a lot easier. It looks like the door works fine. It's just the model doesn't work right when it's not loaded. Let's make sure it actually opens and closes. Cool. Yeah, I always like using this door because it's prettier and you can see through it and stuff. So I will probably do that. I don't know what I'm gonna. I should probably paint stuff too. I don't really like everything being all white, but it's not done, so I'm not really gonna worry too much about that right now. So I am gonna head in here and work on hollowing out a nice area to build an airlock in. And I wish I kind of wish I hadn't put that door there, actually, now that I think of it, because I'm remembering how irritating it is trying to actually get through doors without gravity. The doors are very narrow, and they're like basically the same width as your character. And so if you're not aligned exactly right, like his feet or his head or hit it or something, it's really stupid and hard to get through sometimes. But anyway, I'm going to get to clearing this out, and I'll be back with my airlock design in a minute. Alright, so I have done quite a bit of work. Let's head outside here and we'll have the first look. I just kind of framed this in. I put a couple of turrets in. They are not actually connected to the conveyor system currently, but I will do that soon when I actually can. I don't have the resources to build that many conveyors right now. But I took out some of this rock, so we are a little more vulnerable to the meteorites, but it's still not too bad. This ship has been modified a little bit. I turned off the reactors and I'm using battery power only right now, and that's working just fine. I will probably actually pull some of this plating off and pull out the back 2 reactors and just permanently run on 2 reactors only. They're going to be there for backup. I'm not going to actually have them on. I'm just going to disable the conveyor and the reactors on those, and they'll be there in case they're needed if the ship is stricken in some way, like the battery gets crunched or something. I've been refining a lot of stuff. I've been making a lot of trips out to, you probably can't really see it very well, but there's an iron asteroid right out there. It's pretty much all iron on that thing, so been gathering a lot of iron. I will put a list to all the mods that I'm using, by the way, because I don't feel like describing it all right here, but I have these airtight doors, I have these wall pieces, I have some new reactors that I'm going to mess around with, and some other stuff in here. I use these turrets instead because I like how they look a lot better. They don't have that stupid box on the bottom like the normal ones do. Well, you can't really tell from the picture here, but you've probably, if you played this game, you know what I'm talking about. I don't like the appearance of the normal turrets. And look at this door. It's a sweet door. It's a lot easier to get in with no gravity on too. But anyway, these are the wall panels. They have built-in things like air ducts and control panels and stuff. This airlock is not functional yet because I need to get some timing blocks and stuff done before it actually will work. I've been hollowing out this. This is all platinum here, so we have a lot of platinum. I'm working on stairs up to a 2nd level. We've got really the infancy of a reactor room. I love these labeled doors, but not much going on here. You can see I'm starting to work on my little network of pipes and all that, so I can have stuff be transported around here. I did complete this room. It's a storage room. I usually build these near airlocks thinking, you know, you would probably want to be able to store some stuff, like theoretically space suits, but these just let you change the color. But there's a shelf in here as well. I'm going to have some oxygen bottles and firearms and that sort of stuff, so you can just grab stuff and head out the airlock, whatever you might need. There'll be a 2nd airlock somewhere on this station, but for now, that is what I'm doing. It will be nice to get gravity online because it's really annoying trying to get through those doors with your jetpack, because if you're tilted just a little bit, you're too wide to fit. This door is so much more pleasant, but I don't want to use it for every door in the whole base. It's more of like a heavy-duty blast kind of door. It seems like it was appropriate for outside the station. I got some nice yellow light out here. I'm liking that. I framed up a lot more of this stuff just to make sure that my measurements were correct, and they seem to be spot on. Gonna start probably completing this hangar first, just so I can, because I do need to get one done, but all that stuff's gonna stay until we get those rooms upstairs done. You know, just kind of knock out one of these hangar bays so that I can make sure it will work like I want with the size of ships that I want. While I was out mining, I actually did find a couple, well, really just one more salvage ship out there. Where is it? Salvage B. So it's like 18,000 kilometers off that way, and I don't know where the other one is. I thought I turned them both on. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so there's one 8,000, almost 9,000 kilometers there, and then about 18,000 that way. That one is a big ship, so it's probably got some valuable stuff. I do want to go pick that one up too. So what we're going to do is build a little salvage skiff, like a little utility craft with some landing gear that can grab onto stuff and hopefully haul it back. It's going to be pretty small and minimalistic. I am only putting reactors on ships now as a backup. It's going to be primarily battery powered, since I always basically have my small ships be designed to operate from a base or a mothership, that sort of thing. So there's really no need for them to have their own reactors except for as an emergency thing. It saves on uranium. That way it's just the main reactor here that's powering everything. And at some point, we'll start working on getting some solar panels. I've been kind of looking at a site here. I'm thinking like putting the thing coming out of the base on the side here and having a solar array in this area. It's going to be a little bit harder because I'm going to have to figure out a way to get enough turrets to defend it, because the meteorites will smash stuff. I kind of like playing with the meteorites on. They do add a little element of danger and having to think about stuff. Unless they get NPCs in here at some point, the meteors are kind of fun. I would rather have NPCs that would attack and stuff, but kind of like in Minecraft. But it is what it is, and I'm liking the little hangar outside. I think I'm going to end up building a little outcropping here too, with like the officers' quarters and maybe a mess and stuff like that, and a control area. We need to get an antenna on this thing at some point too, but again, that's all going to require, I can't really do that until these are all hooked up with conduits, because we're going to need to make sure that we can defend ourselves from those asteroids. And I think these are the appropriate turrets to use for that. I like these turrets. They don't have the stupid little box thing like I said. All of these weapons here are from the Oakham Industries thing. So that's probably what I'll be using. Some of them are pretty gigantic too. Like that thing's fairly large. Like, I don't know. That's for like a warship. But be a while till we get to the point where we're building like a big old warship. That will be the ultimate goal, I suppose, is to build a ship that is basically our mobile base with heavy armor and everything I would need on it. And anyway, I think, like I said, when we come back, we're going to build a little skiff to go do some utility stuff, like haul broken stuff back here. And we'll go pick up those salvaged ships next time. Thanks for watching.